Hello everyone, I hope you're doing extremely well. Today we're in the AV-8B. Now you guys have demanded that I do the climb rate tests in the AV-8B to see how it compares to the other jets, the other fast jets anyway, and I am your humble servant. I think it's going to do absolutely terribly, but we'll just have to see. I think this is the only test really that we can do with the AV-8B. We can't do the acceleration test or the max altitude or any of the others because it's just going to be absolutely nowhere near top speed, turn rate and whatnot. But we can do this one and see how it climbs. The reason we can't do the acceleration test is because the acceleration test needs us to get up to 650 knots, and obviously we can't do that. Okay, so I'm not going to explain the method for this. We've done so many of these now. I'm going to do it the same method as we've always done, and I'm sure you all know it off by heart by now. I'm going to do the two methods, the QRA and the 600 knot standard. The 600 knot standard, we won't be able to get to 600 knots. We'll be able to get to however fast this thing goes, and I don't know how fast it is, I guess. About 550 knots. Let's look at our standard parameters. We've got our standard 29.92 inches of mercury, QNH, sorry. We've got our 20 degrees C temperature at sea level. We've got a completely clean, or as clean as I can get it, Harrier. In fact, let me just double check. I can't take any pylons off. No, that's as clean as I can get it. We've got 10% fuel, and fuel burn is turned off, so it's as light as I can get it to match in with the same parameters as everything else. Right, this is the first time I've flown this in a long time, so let me just think. Take off water. Flaps want to be in cruise because I don't want any drag even on the takeoff. Throttle, we're going to go 107%. Any more and we'll get pretty quick degradation as far as I'm aware. I think that is going to be it. We're going to include the spool in the takeoff as we always do. Nozzle position. Make sure we're maxed out to 0. Optimal climb. I think that's done. That's done. Right, we've just got to remember to put the wheels up and then we're golden. 107%. Yep. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. And let's go. H2O.
Caution.
45-degree pitch as per the test rules. It's just not powerful enough to keep the other planes tend to accelerate upwards. This one's getting slower. Just hasn't got the power for a QRA scramble. 10,000 feet. $16,000. $20,000. There we go. Double check the bird is clean and we haven't forgotten anything. I think that's as clean as we can get her. It felt very slow. I thought it was going to be very slow, but we'll see what it is compared. We just did exactly the same method as we did the other QRA launches, and that's the only real fair way of doing it. Right, next we'll do the 600 knot test.
Pull up.
Wow, we might actually reach 600 knots. Incredible.
Pull up.
Okay, I think that's as fast as we're going to get. 583 knots is pretty impressive. So let's go 3, 2, 1, go. 20% backstick, just like all the other aircraft. 45 degrees we're going to get to. .45 degrees pitch there. And we've got 20,000. Right, that's it. Next we'll bring up the scores and see where she fits in. Okay, so the scores are in. First of all, climb rate from 600 knots on the right, absolutely trashed as we thought it would be. I mean, it just can't operate at high speed. It couldn't even get up to the 600 knots, obviously. So I don't think we ever thought it was going to do well in that test. But on the climb rate from static, it did unbelievably well. I've been put to shame here. It felt slow. It looked slow. I thought it was slow, but it's beating us. An SU-33 with special afterburner mode, that is a really powerful plane. And climbing from standstill, this is all about raw power. Power and power to weight, isn't it? It's it's won or lost in those first few seconds as it's trying to gain speed. And it's gained speed really freaking quickly. Faster than the MiG-19P, which is obviously overpowered at the moment. Faster than ATS-37, which is a pretty powerful plane. MiG-21, F5, almost as fast as a Flanker A, which is, you know, a lightweight version of an Su-33. So, incredibly impressive. It climbs from a standstill. It can almost keep up with the fast jets. So, really, really good stuff there. It just shows how good that Pegasus is or was. The Spanish still drive it, don't they? And the US, I think, still have it. So, just really, really impressive. Nothing else to say about that. Really impressed. I'm going to have to start flying the Harrier more by the looks of it. That's it. Nothing to add at the moment. The stars are for aircraft that are still in heavy development, so they will change, obviously. But I'll redo them in time. Special afterburner mode. That's it. Right. I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know what needs doing next, and I'll see you later.